What it do, people?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jewel's Crumbs and Lifeline /
Take over
the merger,
baby.
right? And today is it's a little serious tone on the conversation that we're going to have today. Today, I want all the guys, all my guys, all my single guys and all the guys, period, just to, come in. We're going to give y'all a minute to come on in here. And today,
we need to talk to y'all for a minute.
Yeah, we got to huddle up. There'll be no drinking or smoking today. This is a serious talk, and we want to make sure that we're taken seriously. Okay? So we're going to give you guys a chance to get yourselves together and sit down for a minute. As you can see...
If you are taking a smoke, put it out. You know what I mean? Come grab a seat.
Definitely come grab a seat. So once again, welcome back to Jewel's Crumbs and Lifeline / the Takeover, the merger.
Yes, sir.
I am your host, one of your hosts today, Drizzy Dre.
I'm the co-host, Hot Next CEO.
Right. And today we want to talk about your health. Your health is your wealth. That's the title of today. Your health is your wealth. And for single men, especially single black men, right? Like, we really don't go to the doctor. That's one of the things I want to talk about. Guys not really taking themselves, going to the doctor. Hot Nicks, make sure you stay in the frame.
Yes.
And shit. But yeah, we want to talk about actually going to the doctor and things of that nature, taking care of yourself. And mostly, like, who's going to be the one that has any information on you when, it's that time to transition, your demise. When we leave this earth, who knows how you want to be buried? Who knows, about whatever life insurance you have? Who knows how to take care of you? Who has been given this?
Who knows what to do with the will, or who knows what what you want to be buried in? All this other, down to the little details.
Exactly, because some people are religious and they have specifics that they want to do. They don't want.
I don't even know now. Just as far as what I've seen this whole last year, I had a lot of important people die, and it was a lot of different ways as far as their burials went. You know what I mean?
Right. So this is not to cut you off, but this is a memory of a friend that just passed. I found my friend yesterday, and I had to climb through the gentleman's window. I felt that he was in danger. It's been a week. I climbed through the window. I find him dead in his home.
And we're trying to do an awareness check.
And how many people check on their family members? Like if you haven't talked to someone that you normally talk to, how long does it take you to give them a call? Like, we should be talking to people at least once a week, checking on them, especially the elderly, the sick, things of that nature. We should definitely be calling these elderly people, checking in just to say hello. If anything else, how's your day going?
Yeah, if you feel like something out of the ordinary, 9 times out of 10 it is. Trust your first instincts.
Yeah, and I thought it was, part of my language, I thought it was fucked up that the man had to go out by himself like that.
Yeah.
In that state. Like,
rest in peace, man.
Right, rest in peace, William Brown. They called him Brooklyn. And then, heavily in our community, we have diabetics. People not taking care of themselves. They're still drinking these sodas, still, not monitoring the sugar intake, not monitoring the food. You have to change your diet. You're going to have to change your life. Your life is going to be changed once you find out that you're diabetic. But just in general, everybody should be eating healthy, man.
Yeah, you got to take better care of yourself.
Yes, that part. And also, you got to take a moment for clarity, man. And just sometimes you got to take a moment for yourself and say, I got to start doing these things. I need to eat some salads this week. I got to, it's just crazy, man, to think that, we run out of time. Like, you don't never know where you're going to be at when you run out of time. You could be sitting on the shitter.
Nah, for real, though. It could be anywhere. I've seen a lot of stuff where people just driving down the street, have a heart attack mid-course and just crash into the back of somebody else.
Right.
Life ain't planned tomorrow, man. You got to really...
Nothing's promised you. Exactly. Nothing's promised.
You know what I mean? Especially, like, stuff that happens, like, as far as what you was just talking about. That's like an eye-opener, and it also makes you rethink life, you know what I'm saying, about as far as tomorrow not promised and the stuff you got to do today.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. So what do you have set up? Who have you talked to? Me personally, I know I haven't really talked to anyone. I think I'm going to start talking to my mother about these things. I'm definitely going to talk to Cindy and shit. But I'm kind of...
Maybe your kids too, you know what I mean?
Just to let them know. I would definitely talk to my son and tell him certain things. I feel like I'm getting older. This year I'm going to be 54. Universe willingly gives it to me. And there's certain things I want them to know. I want them to know how to get into my money. If there's, into my savings, into my investments and things of this nature. You got to know these passwords and stuff, or the government will end up with it and shit like that. Or they just go into the abyss.
So, this is a fact, though.
Yeah,
you got to have the passwords. Me, I'm married, so mine is, my wife got all my passwords.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Everything. She know where everything is going to be at.
And if you want to be cremated or buried, because my mother says she doesn't want to be cremated, and I'm more likely to follow the footsteps of my mother. So I'm definitely.
That's the one thing I'm undecisive.
I want to follow my mother's footsteps, but I don't want my people to have to spend all this amount. I want you to go out the cheapest way you can. I don't necessarily know that I want to be cremated.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I
want them to go give me a pine box. You don't need no metal, because they ain't going to put you in that box no way. That box that they showing you and you pay $50,000 for, if you think you're getting buried in that shit.
Yeah, they're going to take you right out and somebody else going to be right
they're going to come back there around 4 in the morning and dig you up and put you back right in the ground.
Yeah, I seen somebody bang on the caskets.
You seen that? Exactly, man. Exactly. So I don't want them spending a bunch of money that could be used to help them along, as far as getting better and further in life. Do what you got to do for me. Small expenses, and that's that.
Yeah, man.
But
I want my going away not to be no.
Yeah. Now, I want my
shit to be no tragic day. I want it to be like
remembrance of all the funny moments, all the good moments, everything. So that's definitely one of the things I want to happen, and then I want someone. I don't want to be. I'm hoping I go in my sleep, but more than that, I just want people to take these execute a plan.
I hope I go in my sleep.
Right. I want people to execute a plan. It's time to think about executing a plan, right? Even if you have to write it down in your daily log, write it on the board, write it somewhere. Make sure you give this to your kids, your loved one, your mother, your father, someone, so they know what to do with you. Chance. Yeah, definitely do not leave it up to chance.
Because it's not going to go the way that you would have thought, and then it might not, it might be horrible for your family.
Hold up. Say that again. Repeat that again.
It's not gonna. Don't leave it up to chance, because it's gonna be horrible. It's not gonna go the way you planned. It's not gonna go the way your family planned, and it's just gonna leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And we know this is not a subject that's easy to broach, but it has to be talked about. It has to be.
Let's think about it. A funeral alone to bury somebody, the cost alone is about $10,000.
And that's at minimum. That's a minimum.
Yeah, people don't have $10,000 just lying around.
Exactly. And when it comes to these moments, a lot of people don't even have insurance.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You just gotta think about that stuff. Just that right there. Yeah. Think about it. And that's a cheap burial. That's like the minimum. Like Dre said.
All right, y'all. So we continuing, and as you can see, we're together now and shit. We're in the studio and shit. You know, we live, we back and shit. We're gonna continue this conversation of
Part two
of the mental health. The health is your wealth. You know, and for all my single men that live by themselves and shit, or anybody that's single that live by themselves, you know, what is the what
the criteria.
yeah, what criteria, what have you set in stone for yourself as measurements to be taken care of you, you know, after you leave here, you know? And
you gotta know what's going on when,
you know, who have you talked to? Who knows what to do for you? Who knows your information? Who knows how to get to your paperwork where you can find your insurance and things of these natures? You know, who knows passwords and stuff to get to some monies that you have put aside for people or put aside for yourself or anything, so we can help you out, right? You know, as we go into this procedure of burial and funeral.
Yeah, you don't want to put your family in burden trying to bury you. That's the one thing you don't want to do.
All right, so do you have life insurance? That's the first thing. Do you have life insurance? And I tell you, if it wasn't for my mother, I probably wouldn't have any. And I know about it because she worked at New York Life, so shit, even I got to get up on that a little bit more, get a little more life insurance. But yeah, I do have some.
It's true. I got something through my sister, but
all my kids have it.
I definitely need to get on my own and get some more. That's a serious topic, man. That nobody really like to talk about, because who the hell want to talk about death? Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to talk to somebody about it. You got to have a plan laid out, some type of plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no one wants to talk about it, but we got to know something. You got to have some type of, you know, what's going to happen. My mother has paperwork already put in place, and we've talked. Yeah. I just got to have that talk with my son and my girl.
Yeah, of course. I mean, stuff like that is harder to talk about.
Yeah, because the older you get, these are things that are more prevalent to you. These are more things that come to mind. And as I go back in my mind, my uncle, my cousins, all of these people that we find dead and they're lonely, nobody's dead, kids don't come check on them, some of them don't even have kids. Yes. It's like, wow.
It's like a reality check.
Yeah, like,
you start really thinking about who lives alone.
And then for me, it's just that, you know, the belief that I have, just, you know, that the spirit stays around for a certain amount of time, you know, so someone, you know, sometimes enough time to say okay, I see who's here, I'm okay, they're going to take care of me from here.
There you go.
I can go.
Sometimes you don't get that.
You know, or I'm holding on just to see if this one person comes, because I wanted to see this one person. Might even be your mom's or something. Just, okay, that person did care about me. That person loved me. I have this belief in me that happens with your spirit. You don't go nowhere until these things are taken care of.
I know for a fact that happens, because my grandmother, when they called us to the hospital saying that she had 24 hours basically to live. You know what I mean? We got down there. She couldn't talk. She was like out of it. And next thing you know, this was around the time me and her wasn't really seeing eye to eye like that. You know what I mean? She raised me. So this is around that time. Then about a day go by, you know, nothing. I'm expecting to hear the bad news. She made a miraculous recovery.
Wow.
Left the hospital. And, you know, I went and made my amends. You know, she finally got to see my kids, you know, the ones that she didn't get to see. We hashed out differences out. And then she went right back into the hospital and passed away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know for a fact that happens. I can tell you the truth.
Man, so, man.
That's all documented.
So this is just something for you guys to think about, man. You got to make a plan and execute the plan. Have someone to talk to, talk to someone about it. Have someone that knows your information,
Yeah. Even if you got to do the buddy system, when you get to a certain age, just find somebody that you can depend on to check up on you. You know what I mean? Every few days. It don't gotta be. It don't gotta be every day. Whenever you got time, just check up on me.
Right. So what we're gonna do now is, shortly in a minute or two, I'm expecting a phone call. I'm gonna have to make one, and we're gonna check up. We're gonna do a
We're trying to get it from the other's perspective, for the people that's actually in the situation that we're talking about. You know what I mean? So we can hear from the horse's mouth and see how they feel about it, and see what they got in place, you know, for themselves as we speak. So we want to dig a little deeper into this and try to learn both sides of it. You know what I mean?
And again, even right now, while you're listening to us, why don't you go through your phone and find one of these elderly people in your family that you really don't even call or check on, and give them a call and check on them right now.
There you go.
Give them a call right now.
Somebody got an uncle, or auntie, grandmother.
Give them a call. Check on them right now. Because you never know when that time comes. When they call, the call is in. Once it's in, it's in.
And not for nothing, it don't even got to be an elder. It could just be your fellow, you know, your fellow person.
Anyone.
Just call them up, because nowadays the younger ones are dying more than the older ones.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's not even about age.
Facts, yo. You know, and this is real talk. This is real talk. This is talk that actually needs to be happening.
Can't get no realer than this,
conversations. Definitely can't. Doesn't get any more realer than this.
Hence the fact why there's no music in our background, while we're, you know, we wanted to speak to you directly. We wanted you to hear us. We wanted you to see, you know, just to get a feel of like how serious life can be taken.
Yeah, this is
that shit is scary, man.
This is real time. This just happened yesterday. Just found my friend yesterday there. This is real time. This is processing it right now as we're talking. Even
real life reactions.
Yes,
this is
this is actually real talk.
Yeah. So, you know, be safe. Make sure y'all taking care of y'all body the best way y'all can, man. Start taking vitamins.
Health is your wealth.
You know what I mean?
Health is your wealth.
Start taking vitamins, man. Especially males that don't like to go to the hospital and see what's wrong with them.
Dr. Umar.
You gotta start taking vitamins.
Health is your wealth.
Gotta start taking vitamins. Even the young boys that be thinking they like 20.
Exercise, vitamins,
I'm 21.
checkups.
I don't need vitamins.
Yeah.
You need vitamins, dog. You're
Exercise, vitamins, checkups.
You're not eating right. That's why you need vitamins. You need everything that you're not
eating healthy
on a daily basis from them vitamins.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So, hey, that's just my little bit of advice. You know what I mean? I had a lot of deaths around me from people that I was expecting to live past me.
And this is the top of the year, the beginning of the year, just starting.
You know what I mean?
So do what you can for yourself and others. Yeah. Just keep it in mind, man. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is not on our side. I'll tell you that right now.
And it feel like time is speeding up.
It does. Definitely feels like it.
You know what I mean?
I felt like I was just 50 last year. I'm about to be 54 actually. That's crazy.
Like, that's crazy how many years it's been since people that we just thought passed away. You can probably look up when Michael Jackson passed. I bet you it was more than 10 years or something like that.
And it don't feel like it. You be like, no, it don't. And you be like, oh, this person, no, that person ain't gone. I just seen that. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's the show for the day, man. We just, you know.
Be careful. Think about your health. Take care of yourself. Take care of your wealth. Hold down yourself. And hold down others. You know what I mean? It don't take much to give out a phone call. You know what I mean? A phone call can go a long way. You can save lives. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, the phone call is not enough. Stop by. You know what I mean?
Definitely stop by and check.
Stop by and check. Do awareness checks. You need awareness checks out there. More awareness checks can save more lives.
Facts. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to y'all later.
Não vai se acostumando a ver os criando tudo, mas não foi fácil, vários bagulho doido. Eu já vi água balançar, já vi caveirão tremer. Uns se envolver no creme pra ter o que...
Yeah,
I don't understand it, yo. I don't understand the logic.
My dogs do the same shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's like what I got spare shit and piss for when I leave and enter.
Facts. They got a reserve. They got a reserve tank.
So
that's them small breeds, yo. That big dogs don't act like that. Small breeds do.
Mook,
Yeah, I got small dogs.
Mook, I don't want to rush you, but I want to get directly to the shit because I don't got that much record time.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So all right. So we're gonna get right into it, right? First and foremost, you know, welcome to the show. Of course, you're the other co-host. This is my cousin. You know, how do you want to be introduced as Jamal, Mookie, what?
On my way spinning.
Okay, my boy. Okay.
Y'all can call me Ruffles.
Okay. I see the spins over there.
Right.
Yeah,
Boy,
right. Call me Ruffles.
So
Today,
Damn,
I'll get another name tomorrow.
The conversation for today is a little type serious. You know what we're coming for. We're coming for the info of a man like yourself that lives by himself, right? You know,
right?
And you're not sick or anything like that, but you still live by yourself. So, like we're saying, like if something happened to you, what are your plans? Have you talked to anyone to let them know how to get to your, you know, whatever, you know, monies, your securities for your children, or how you say life insurance, or what plans have you made?
I'm trying to get your perspective because me and Dre,
I know that Amar don't follow a funeral. Mm-hmm. So if something happened to me, it's gonna be an Easter egg hunt. And when the things that I made to contact those that love me in case, you know what I mean? I usually just go to bed, bro. Mm-hmm. I usually just go to bed, and if I wake up, then I wake up. If I don't, I fell asleep in a safe spot, bro. I don't really think too much about what's gonna happen to me once my soul expires from my shell.
Okay, I feel you. Because you know, I was thinking about also your father lives by himself, right? Have y'all even talked about like, you know, plans, executions, or anything that he will? Because you know what it is for me also. Like I know for my mother, like I was telling you earlier, I know my mother explicitly does not want to be cremated. She wants to be buried. You know, have her sermon.
I had this conversation when we was in North Carolina with your moms, with auntie and shit, and we was going to Shabon burial site, and I was saying I wanted to be cremated, and which is crazy. Mommy and Aunt Gert both remember that I don't want to have a funeral. I don't want people gathering for me. It's crazy that they remember that about me because, like, I'm the only person that probably think like that out of our generation. Like, I don't want people gathering and being happy or sharing good or bad times about me, nigga. Mm-hmm. Just go ahead on and move. Yo, if you keep moving and you do things to, like, if you just remember losing me and then move on in life and like when my man Mikey passed, I use that as an example. I think about my boy passing away, bro. Every time I go to use the bathroom, if I have slight gas or something where it's crampy or something, I start feeling like I'm going to stroke out or heart attack or something. Like, I think of my boy, yo, dying by himself in his apartment on the toilet. And me seeing him like 2 days prior to that and coming out the building, his sister say, yo, you see my brother? I'm thinking she's looking for the troublesome brother. No, she's looking for the brother that does the right thing. That don't have children, that don't have a girlfriend, that just goes to work and comes home and stays out the way.
Yeah.
That nigga was upstairs dead on the toilet, bro.
Yeah, man. That's how it be happening. It happens to the most unfortunate and the most kind people a lot of times.
And I be wanting to have a partner and shit like that, or somebody in my life that I could count on for things like that. I really do. All jokes aside. But then all that does is give them trauma. Because that's the first thing I asked my cuz. Like, yo, when you found your peoples like that, like, did it do something to you mentally or emotionally? Are you all right? Like, I had to call and check on them because you found a nigga like that. Yeah. How the fuck that make you feel? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To see somebody that in the living and then knowing, hold on, you butcher, shut the fuck up. And so you find somebody like that, and then, you know, life just goes on or whatever. But I was just on the phone with this nigga. She don't listen, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
Real talk, nigga.
That's the pocket bully. That's the pocket bully. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, how do you go from looking for your man, talk about, oh, wait till this nigga call me, and later on ask me. All right, I'm down self for his ass. Meanwhile, this nigga's upstairs expired.
Yeah, I mean, that
You
definitely.
don't know that until after you find him, right? Right or wrong. Yo,
Right.
because Dre was feeling some sort of way like, oh, word, nigga? Wait till the next time you need me.
Fact.
Not knowing that would be the last time you saw him was the last time you saw him.
Yeah.
That shit hit different, bro. That's like a truck with no brakes.
Yeah, that's definitely some trauma that's sticking with you. You know what I mean? I've seen my cousin die, and my favorite cousin too, died right in my face, had a heart attack right in the bathroom floor, passed out right in my arms. Like, you know what I mean? So
My dog died like that, and it felt worse than any human loss or interaction that I ever had. Like the loss of losing somebody that solely depends on you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even when it's another human being, they kind of depend on themselves and they got their own independence. But when it's your pet and it solely depends on you for everything, and you just find them crashed out like that. My dog waited for me to come back from the store to give him his last meal. I'm about to go put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Here's your last meal. That nigga looked at me and was like, you won't put me to sleep, and died right in my motherfucking arms.
That's how I feel about my
That's
cats.
crazy.
My 2 cats passed away. One cat I gave mouth to mouth to. That motherfucker, you can see just, you can tell like the life is leaving them. Both, I think both of my cats had like leukemia or something.
Hold on. You're not gonna just say that and get past it, bro. Did you milk the little cat with the saucer? Like, what was that? Meet the Fockers?
Nah, but I definitely tried to blow air.
On a little cat, bro. That's crazy.
No, I tried to blow air back into this motherfucker's mouth though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My dog passed on Halloween. It was like 2 years ago, and that messed me
You
up.
tell me you
I had
the
that
dog
dog.
mouth to mouth hanging up on y'all niggas, bro.
Nah, hell no, I ain't never do that. But I had the dog since it was 2
But
weeks.
when I did
That
that,
shit hurt when he passed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a family member, and he literally
Yeah, I still miss my dog, bro.
Hey.
So I know what you mean.
he curled up right next to me. It
But
was
yo,
like,
but
you
when
know?
I did that, I was a kid though. That was one of my first cats. I was still a teenager when I did that. That was our first cat. You know, and if you know, like I know, mommy never let us have any pets, nigga. So when we had that pet, when she let us get that cat, nigga, boy,
You stupid.
that was my fucking dog, nigga. I taught that cat how to box.
Why is Publishers Clearinghouse calling me like a bitter ex-bitch?
I have no idea, man. They probably
Somebody did that to my phone number. I didn't give my number out to no fuck shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, why I got you here,
yes, sir.
hot dimes.
He said hot dimes. This nigga stupid.
They don't even sell Nicks no more, so you gotta be like hot dubs or
facts.
something. Yeah.
That's fire. What the hell?
Part my back. Yeah, part my back. And this is the front of the jacket. It's like a flight jacket, but it's long.
That's fire.
Yeah,
bro.
it's still in progress. It's probably 40% done.
I was born to get it, start to the finish. I punch in the clock, manifest in the millions. I break through the ceilings. My ancestors told me I don't got no limits. Gotta think bigger. My ancestors told me I don't got no limits.